This podcast was produced as a part of the project supported under Public Diplomacy 2020 New Dimension, being co-financed by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Poland. The publication expresses the views of the authors exclusively and does not represent the official position of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Poland.
I wanted to share with you my passion for polyphenols. It's a special type of antioxidants which are known to be beneficial for our health. And there are a number of clinical studies which shows that polyphenols from dark fruits, they are especially good for our cardiovascular system. They're good for our blood pressure. They also improve our cholesterol profile. And in clinical studies, normally they use up to 900 milligrams of polyphenols per day, and they see the results in decreasing blood pressure and decreasing risk of metabolomic syndromes and other effects. And in Poland, we were really surprised when we checked that we actually eat almost 2 grams of polyphenols per day, but still we have around 30% of our of Polish people have overweighted or have obesity problems. Why it's happening? Because polyphenols is a very large group with different multiple actions, and not all of them working good for cardiovascular system or decreasing blood pressure. And actually in Poland, mostly people getting polyphenols from tea. That's good because it works anti-tumor and anti-Alzheimer, anti-aging properties also from green tea. We drink a lot of coffee, so it's good for preventing diabetes, but we also eat a lot of chocolate, and epicatechin from chocolate is very good one for cardiovascular system, but unfortunately you have to eat a lot of chocolate to get enough amount of epicatechin in your body available, and it means also you consume a lot of sugar. So in Poland, generally, we are not eating the right type of polyphenols if you want to take care about obesity, diabetes, and cardiovascular system. And in a current time of COVID, it's very important to consume different types of polyphenols, also the one from dark fruits and berries, and the one which are good for our cardiovascular system. And scientists they start to investigate what is known, what was done in clinical studies about polyphenols, and we know that COVID goes really bad for people with diabetes, obesity, hypertension, and cardiovascular diseases. So the scientists start to look to find what type of polyphenols we need to consume or to have anti-inflammatory, antioxidant properties to decrease blood pressure and improve insulin sensitivity. And they came up with the list of the most promising one, which could help us, could work as a functional food in our diet. So the first one is resveratrol, which is present in red wine, in grapes, in strawberries, in blueberries, in mulberries. Also curcumin from turmeric, polyphenols from green and black tea. That's good. In Poland, we consume a lot of them, and also fluoretine from apples, strawberries, and pears. But generally, in Poland, it's a very hard topic to talk about polyphenols. And the only people who cares about polyphenols in their product are producers of functional food, and they process berries. They make a final product and send it to the lab. And after 6 weeks, they got the level of polyphenols in their product, and it's actually too late to do anything because the only information they get if several weeks ago they bought material with high or low polyphenol content, because this content could vary up to 10 times in the same type of berries. In some countries, when you say polyphenols, for example, in Poland, people start to think it's a pesticide, it's something bad, which shouldn't be in your food. And it's very hard to explain them that it's a health marker of your food. If you have a lot of polyphenols in the fruit, so it has probably a lot of other bioactive compounds, and it's very good for you. And in some countries, for example, in Korea or in Japan, the polyphenols are very in good marketing, and they ask for certificates for food to have a certain amount of polyphenols. Otherwise, they won't sell your product in Korea. So it depends on the country. In Italy or in Spain, you do not have to explain what is polyphenols because of the wine production. They know about polyphenols and they know about the effect. But generally, what we found, it's a good strategy, is to talk to the companies who are processing or producing the fruits, and they are producing functional food. They know about polyphenols a lot, and also present them our product as a marketing tool, which they can use on a trade show or in the shop. It's just kind of pregnancy test. You can put your product on a test paper, and you can put the juice from mass market, which is not a good quality, and you can immediately show what is the difference. And that's how we communicate. So we are working with companies, and we are working with technologists, and then we can find a easy way to describe it. But in some countries it's really hard to talk with their final clients. And our solution is very, very simple. You have to test berries before the purchase, before you start the production. And you can go to the lab at the university and wait 6 weeks, and no one will do it, actually. It's too long. The company could buy a special device, but then to measure polyphenols, but then they have to hire a person who will take care of this device and make a small lab and still have to deliver the samples to the lab. And or you can have a look on mobile devices. There is a number of mobile devices testing your food, but mainly they're testing either the presence of specific pesticides, or they're testing like Telspec. They're checking the amount of sugars, carbohydrates, or fats. They're not suitable for tracking polyphenols. And what we have created, we created very fast, easy mobile paper test to check polyphenol content in fruits and in fruit products. So it's enough to have a drop of juice from a fresh fruit or from a product, to put it on the test paper, add reagent, and our application will interpret the result. We are finishing the patent application procedure in Europe, and now we're selecting the countries in which we're gonna have the patent. We did tests in Poland with 4 companies. It was mainly fruit processing companies. We have very good correlation of the laboratory results with our test, but the problem appears that a company doesn't want to test berries one by one. They want to test 1,000 kilos of berries in a couple of minutes, or maximum half an hour. And also, when we did test outside in the field, there was a problem with wind and stable light conditions. So we decided that we have to do a next iteration of our product for multi-sample testing. And actually, we end up with a camera with built-in with a box with a built-in camera and light, which connects to your phone. It took us almost 1.5 years to come to a perfect prototype, good enough to work. We did it with Rebuild and Servocode companies, who did the software and hardware for our device. And now we just started test with AIDS Food organization as a part of a test farm program. We are testing this. We will start test of strawberries in Spain with Donana 1998 company, who are producing the high quality, high class strawberries. So we will see how their strawberries are healthy in content of polyphenol. And our company, it's me, Katerina Makarova. I did my PhD in biophysics in Wageningen University and Research Center. Also, this is Katarzyna Zawada, our brilliant chemist, who is taking care about chemical part of the test and reagents. And Olga, she's taking care about clients and organization and management. We also work with Servocode, Rebuild, and Natural Fibers to get our product done. And we have a very long story. It started in 2014 when I went. I wasn't a scientist. I just defended my PhD, and I got my first baby. And I went to Stanford for 9 weeks to learn the business skills and how to turn the science into technology. And what I realized that I'm missing totally the soft skills and business skills. But that was the start of the idea that we could do something out of our research. We move on. We got a plan during our Alpha AC accelerator for scientists. Then we built the first prototype with Warsaw Accelerator, but we were not talking about it because we have to file a patent application first. We founded a company with Women Network in Poland. They helped us a lot with business development. And finally, Impact Poland Accelerator gave us money and possibility to start the patent procedure and to do first test with their clients. Then we got a small grant from AIDS Food and starting from Mazovian competition. And now we are testing berries with AIDS Food in Spain. We started with our own money and we spent like 10,000 zloty on the laboratory equipment, on the application, on development of the prototypes, on the first test, and registering the company. But we need money for a patent, and that was the most expensive part because we didn't want to make it only Polish one, but we want to extend it to European countries, and that's the money we get from Impact Poland Accelerator. It's around 30,000 euros, which we get from them. And also creating a multi-sample test box cost us quite a lot. We need another grant from AIDS Food, and we also use grant from starting from Mazovian competition. So it was in total around 50,000 euros to build up. Actually, it was 3 prototypes and to have the one working. And that was our all cost for a moment. Actually, me and our chemist Katerina Zawada, we are working at the Medical University of Warsaw, and we are working with polyphenols and bioactive compounds in plant extracts in food. Also, so we are doing research in this area. We are doing research projects, and we are publishing articles. So we do not need a lot of scientific advice. What we definitely needed and still need is advice on soft skills and on business skills, which we are trying to develop, but we are scientists, so it's not easy. And mainly we got support from the accelerator in which we were taking part, and we're still in contact with mentors from these accelerators, even after they finish in the program. And in tough situation, we are asking advices from them, not from the government, but we are looking for collaboration and for support in business development.
And this accelerator provide you this support, right?
Yes, that is why we were in 3 accelerators, and that was the main reason, not the money, but the support, the business development support and the advices. We got a lot of help from Warsaw Accelerator. We didn't get any money from them, but we got a lot of contacts from them. That's very, very important for us, and a lot of advices on business development, and we are still in contact. We got a huge support from businesswoman network in Poland, Sieć Przedsiębiorczych Kobiet, and they are very promoting everyone who is within the network, and they also invest in money. But the main thing we get from them is the business advices and promotion. And we also now working with AIDS Food organization. They gave us some money, but mostly they gave us the contact to the clients, and that was very important for us. For smart berries, generally for a food industry, what we saw in the latest report presented by AIDS Food, they show that there is a great change in the way we are eating and how we are treating our foods. It's always was before the COVID. On the first place, it was the taste of the food, the presentation, the place where we eat the food, but now it's changed. more, and that on the first place for people to choose the food or delivery of the food is safety and quality. And I think it's a great chance for us to introduce polyphenols as a health marker, the quality marker of the food. And more companies start to approach us and ask about the test and testing their products and using our solution. And that's how we found this strawberry producer in Spain, because they are producing very nice, high quality, high class strawberries. But the only thing they were looking at in the previous years is the size of the berry and that the berry was maturing on the field. And that's the only parameter they were evaluating. And now they approach us and ask for tests. They want to also see what is the quality of the berries and if they could show the health properties of the strawberries, not just because it's a strawberry, it's nice to eat, but also what kind of health benefit it could give to their customers. So I think more companies start to use health markers to show the quality of the food. And I think the company which are producing functional food will also develop a lot, and that's a chance for our product to go on the market, international market. And you are welcome to talk, to meet us and to test your fruits with us. Thank you.